What's going on, squad? So day 30 has come and gone, and I'm sure you're excited to see what these numbers are because some of them are pretty decent. There are a few, however, that have stood out, and it really got me to raise an eyebrow because not only did the isometric number increase, of course, we know that the power applies to the weight room as well, or if you're into bodyweight calisthenics and stuff, it applies there too. It does translate. Just because we develop power in one area, that does not mean that it doesn't translate well. And I can tell you that it's lower body, which is what I'm really excited about. So I'm gonna have the exercises here on the screen for us to see, just so you have a verbal cue as well if you're driving right now and you can't look at the screen. It is the seated shoulder press, the spider curl, the wrist curl, the seated row, the skull crusher on the bench, the shoulder shrug, the front raise, and the abdominal crunch. And then for the lower body, we have the Sissy Squat, and we do that twice. We have the straddle lift, aka the Jefferson squat. We have the hack squat, the standing calf raise, the seated calf raise, the Romanian deadlift, and the regular deadlift. So pretty diverse. I've learned that doing an upper body and lower body split is actually not terrible for me, but I'm probably going to be going in a different direction. So that video is actually going to come out later this week. So stay tuned for it. So these numbers, right? These numbers are not bad. If you've been following the channel for a while, you've probably gotten tired of me sounding like I'm making excuses with my lower back. It has literally been the factor, the deciding factor on why I haven't hit the upper echelons of the iso chains. I've been using it for 18 months. And there are guys on the Facebook iso chain page that are starting to get into some stupid high numbers. I'm gonna start with my lower body, right? So the lower body numbers, I actually couldn't do much. We were talking about like low fives. So the other day, like right before the program ended, I kid you not, guys, like I touched sevens, and like the seven, it felt just as tough as when I did the fives. This is why I say that technique is everything. You don't want to go into a bench press or a squat and you're not like tightening up your core, you're not tightening up your glutes. You have to make sure that you're tight. You know what I'm saying? So when I go into these exercises, I'm making sure that I tighten up my abs. I'm making sure that I tighten up my glutes. And that has made all the difference. You want a high number on the exercise that you're doing. You want to tighten up those areas. Once you do, man, that number skyrocketed. As you can see right here, here's a demonstration of that hack squat and the Sissy Squat. So the Sissy Squat, by the way, like that, my knees have never felt better. Like that thing is absolutely insane. I was able to put up a 400 3 sets to 10 belt squat. So a belt squat is a nice variation of the back squat if your back hurts, but you still want all the benefits of the quadricep, hamstring, and glutes if you're not able to do that. Like I'm telling you, that way would not have, I would have simply been in too much pain to go ahead and execute that lift once, let alone 10. I probably would have just either winced in pain or just stayed on the ground because I would have felt it immediately, the shearing forces in my knee. Like it's hitting a high of 621 on the Sissy Squat and a record high of 758 pounds on the hack squat. I almost had to do a double take, and thank goodness I had it recorded. I couldn't believe it. Now I am on chain link 1 for hack squat, so it doesn't get any lower than that. I totally feel it in my quadriceps. You know, I love that exercise, and I actually couldn't do it that well before because I've been doing rehab with my lower back and working on my abs and working on my glutes. So now that those areas are stronger, I'm able to rip into these exercises even better. Like I'm able to generate more forces. So remember I was telling you about in the ab video, 3 exercises to strengthen up your abs. Everything comes from your center. If your abs are not strong, you cannot generate that much power. You'll be able to generate power, but it won't be as much as if you had a stronger core and you can just take that to the bank. The numbers don't lie. The deadlift, I hit a record high of 618. I'm on chain link 2 for that. The RDL, I was able to hit 534 pounds. So does that mean I'm doing that in the weight room? No, but I'm able to hit 405 in the weight room. 3 to 5 reps is really my limit right now because my back is still not 100% complete and recovered. But so it's kind of touch and go. There's some days where I just am not able to load that amount of weight up. But I tell you, when I do though, remember the muscles are binary. They either are on or off. So when I'm able to generate that power, it goes up just like when I use the iso chain. It's just all systems go and the weight just flies up. Of course, now if I really loaded it up to like 500, I'm not gonna be able to lift that because absolute strength is different from 1 rep max, and we covered that in the video. If you haven't seen that video, here's a link right here, go ahead and check that out. But all in all, I'd say that this last 30-day stunt with the iso chain has been a absolute success. I'm actually really excited for this next program because I had taken some time to really think about where I wanted to go, what direction that not only would be beneficial for my body, but I think would be really interesting for the squad to see. So, but I also added the gripper right near the end. Not too much progress here because I only used it just a couple times before the program ended. Not too high here, a high of 132 on my right hand. Of course, that makes sense to me because my right hand is stronger. So you guys will see more of that in the next video. But all in all, as you can see on the screen right here, here are the day 1 numbers and here are the day 30 numbers. The increases are about what I expected, except for the sissy squat and the hack squat. Those exercises totally exceeded my expectations, and I really think that the reason why is because I really went hard on my abs, hard on my glutes, and hard on my lower back in the weight room. All right, guys, what are your thoughts? Were those numbers what you expected? Go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think happened. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like. If you're not yet part of the squad, hit the subscribe button. Come join the squad with us. See you next video.